Hey everyone, welcome back to Juggling Gym, where my goal is to help you learn how to juggle and have fun doing it. Today, I'm going to show you a really cool beginner to club juggling trick. This is a 3-club juggling trick that my friend Jack taught me. He also taught me this baseball juggling trick, which I also think is really cool, and you should check it out after this video. This is a pretty easy club juggling trick because it's based off of the regular cascade. The key part of this trick is you're going to hold the club like this, so from the bulb side, not the handle side, and my palm is facing away from me. And then I'm going to hit this handle against this handle in midair. You can also catch it like normal and do the bulb against the handle, but I find you have less control that way. So instead, you're going to do handle against the handle. The first step is learning how to go from a regular cascade and get to where the club is upside down like this. So you can always start with it upside down, but in case you ever want to learn how to go from other tricks into this trick, it's useful to learn how to get into this position from a regular cascade. You need to do a 1.5 spin or a half spin to get the club into the correct position. This is a 1.5 spin, and this is a half spin. I find half spins to be really difficult, so I prefer to do a 1.5 spin like that. The key thing to remember with a 1.5 spin or a half spin or a double or triple or whatever kind of throw you're doing with the club is that you're always going to use the same amount of wrist, and you're just modifying how much arm movement that you're doing. So when I do a 1.5 spin, I'm using the same amount of wrist, but I'm just moving my arm a little bit harder, and that way it goes a little bit higher, and when it comes down, it's upside down. Once you can do a 1.5 or a half spin, just practice throwing the club back and forth with it upside down. It's not that difficult, it's just a little bit tricky in the beginning because the weight distribution is different. So for the next step, you're going to go from a regular cascade, you're going to do a 1.5 spin or a half spin, and you're going to stay in the cascade and just get used to that feeling. So now let's talk about how to actually hit the club in the middle of the air. Remember, it's the handle to the handle. Aim for about this position. Now, sometimes things happen. It's not always going to be perfect, but this is what you're shooting for. The key thing is you're not trying to just hit the club against the other club. There's going to be a split second where you are gently kind of resting on the other club. So you're not slamming it down, you're just trying to bump it back into place. After you hit the club, you want it to spin at about the normal rate and then land in your hand like normal. Here's an example where I did not hit it hard enough. That spun a little bit too much. Also, make sure that when you're just learning this trick, you don't have anyone in front of you. The club can go lots of different places and can be kind of hazardous for people who are watching, so just keep that in mind. Now it's time to put the full trick together. The cool thing is that the upside down club is going to stay upside down, so you can keep doing tricks every time the upside down club gets into your right hand. Or your left hand if you're left-handed. Thanks so much for watching the video. Let me know what other videos you want to see. Keep juggling and have fun.